The US has a new leader, Donald Trump. The US politics, Donald Trump have a significant role to play in what the planet is going to face in the next few years. Under his leadership, we are going to see changes that are not only going to affect the US citizens, but also the rest of the world. What is his role? What is he going to do? What is it going to cost all of us who are part of this third world? US and Russia, two countries that have been at conflict for many years, many decades in fact. However, the victim in this situation has always been the rest of the world, the other countries. From the Cold War to today, the US and Russian conflict has spilled over into other regions. For example, during the Cold War, Vietnam and Afghanistan suffered significant human and economic loss. Even today, this rivalry is geopolitically playing out in significant regions. For example, Ukraine has become a war zone, and we have the global sanctions on Russia playing a ripple effect on economies in the rest of the world. In Syria, US and Russia took the sides of the opposing sides, causing the war to prolong as well as cause a worse humanitarian crisis the world has witnessed. While US and Russia have not gone into direct conflict with each other, this rivalry has resulted in many proxy wars that have caused humanitarian crises across the world during different time periods. Now, this rivalry does not stop here. It doesn't end with proxy wars or conflicts only. Sanctions and counter-sanctions between the US and Russia have disrupted the global trade as well. For instance, the situation in Ukraine has caused the food prices to spike, causing food shortages in countries in Africa as well as Middle East. Energy is another weapon in this conflict. When Russia cut off gas supplies to Europe, energy prices soared globally. Developing countries have had rising inflation, power cuts, and an even greater burden on countries that were already struggling economically. This economic fallout globally leads to political instability in some nations. We see that resource shortage as well as rising inflation has led to public frustration growing. For instance, we witnessed such protests in Sri Lanka, Lebanon, as well as Pakistan, where the people have been frustrated at their leaders for not being able to shield them from this ripple effect of economic instability. Did the Cold War truly end with the downfall of the Soviet Union? Why are there still proxy wars in the world then? Why is there political and economic instability recurring globally? Why was there an energy crisis to begin with? What is the role of Putin's leadership in this rivalry between US and Russia? And now, what is the role of the leadership of Donald Trump to the US in this conflict? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. To watch more videos like this, subscribe to Circle 24. I'm Sahla and you're watching Circle 24.